is just full of surprises, and I'm not sure how will this play out.
I mean, don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Nana is a good mage. After this buff, she's really good. But I'm just not having a good sign of it as we jump into the Land of Dawn. As usual, Stormski invades the jungle, but Nana over here,
And drops coming out from both of you. As we're going to see another
Nana game. What is going on?
Consistent, but Jiachong, as we jump towards the Land of Dawn, what do you think about the adjustments and drops coming out from both of these teams? From RSG, I would say a bit more balanced, but from DEWA, it's just full of surprises, and I'm not sure how will this play out.
Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Nana is a good mage. After this buff, she's really good. But I'm just not having a good sign of it as we jump into the Land of Dawn. As usual, Stormski invades the jungle, but Nana over here, I'm still questioning what is going to be the play coming in with this Nana pick from DEWA.
Alright. I mean, jokes aside, like there is a lot of good setup for the Molina Blitz into the morph, but Jit is already taking so much damage. He didn't quite have to force out. Yeah, he didn't have to use his passive for it yet, but RSG, as you can see, are just pressuring and they have the control over the river.
Yup, they control over the river, so now Venogo was able to secure a lot of neutral objectives thanks to the help of the rest of the members. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to claim with the prize here with the code here for DLYLUJQG. This will be the redemption code. Log into Mobile Legends Bang Bang by logging into your in-game profile icon. Speaking of which, Venogo takes down two members over here. RSG MY are starting off with a great head start.
Yep, we're just forcing the issue. Like this jungle Lunox already, before even hitting level 4, this is the danger of pre-level 4 getting invaded and get just bursted down by the Nolan completely, as that is first blood secure, brought to you by Comp Asia.
Exactly, so RSGMY.
Oh my goodness!
A lot of damage coming in, but here, Venogo was just shown no mercy onto Yami. It was like, I'm tasting blood.
There is no attempt towards trying to, make the Nolan like crawl under his skin, like try to take away his jungle. This man is comfortably level 4, able to secure a turtle, and there you go. The Lunox cannot contest, they cannot fight. Cha has to use skill 2 and possibly torn apart memory, trying to set this up, but Leo, he's just putting him in a really difficult spot. He can't hit level 4.
A repeat of the history onto the game 1, and now violent equip onto Kensu. Forces out the flicker as well. A little bit low HP left. And Nolan's very over by Kinmiza Nami has been avoided, but almost there. Kesu having the same story like last time in the first game. We're still the same. He cannot make any movement still. Although they have some great initiation power. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to use a promo code KOHAI One Piece to redeem the special ticket offer by One Piece Asia Tour. Buy one, get one free. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of One Piece, do not miss the chance.
I mean, we really do love our deals as Asians ourselves. And just head down to Jakarta. I mean, I'm looking forward to Bornzi getting the stun onto Yami, but he won't be looking towards the engage, but they're going for it. The violent reclaim comes out and Venogo secures the kill. That is a 3-man dive onto Yami. Very unfortunate. I wouldn't want to be in that position.
Very. Rest in peace. We shall enjoy the silence for 1 second for Yami, who pays his life over to Fracture. But Venogo, with that great amount of damage, he's doing snowball. Speaking of which, look at Kesu. He cannot make a move against this young princess. Stormski was been pressuring, limiting down his movements. So this is going to be very unfortunate for DEWA, actually.
I'm really curious in terms of the itemization because Minotaur as a hero itself is not particularly tanky. He needs to be at least somewhat hit, but already topside, the turret has already fallen, and now Bornzi is just unlocked from his lane. He's going to be able to join fights super early on.
Yep, Exactly. So they would need to. They have strengthened up the rotation. They are pressuring strengthening the team fights in the turtle pit over here. DEWA United. Are they gonna let this go, or are they gonna force for a contest? It's gonna be still a mystery now. Yummy once again. Violent requip onto the huge buffalo. Torn apart memory. Space over the line. Blazing duet. Cancels out by Kesu. Brilliance spinning out. Benogo pays his life almost gets taken down as well. But RSG says goodbye for a moment after they have taken down Yummy.
That is Yummy on the Drizzler, just getting chunked out, like no mercy, like whatsoever. Just land the spatial migration and the rest just collapse onto you while RSG secures the turtle just without any contest. What does DEWA need to do? Because Yummy, he needs to be the one setting up for the team. Otherwise, Ray can't jump in.
Exactly. This is going to be very hard for this team. They need something like a synergy. Yummy penalty zone with the Minoan's Fury. However, this is going to be a very difficult task as Stormski is always up ahead against them. So DEWA United East, you bros cannot do anything for them.
Where is the initiation? Where's the setup? Because Stormski, he's just out macroing DEWA United. He knows what he wants to do. He knows where Yummy is, and he definitely wants to get a bite of that yum.
Complete map pressure over there. Wow. I'm always get shot. That's how it comes in.
Oh, again, the once more.
Yummy again and again. Penalty zone. Of course, penalties over here. But now Benogo killing spree onto Yummy. Benogo's Fury is over there doing his job. Kesu knocked everyone up. Shut down. Over to Ray. Onto Benogo. Blazing duet. Over to 3 members at once. DEWA receive a lot of damage and they have 3 or 2 members paying down their lives.
Why do you keep giving Loleo this claw? He's just... DEWA is too focused on trying to, go for contestants, trying to get pickups, but they are getting caught off guard themselves, and they're leaving this claw to his own devices and just able to just farm up a storm. Like, what does DEWA need to do? It's like, yes, you can see finally Yummy able to get a good penalty zone, but the collapse, the damage from RSG, Fox, walk me through this.
I have no idea for now. This because RSG and what a shot. Whoa! That's still from Yummy. The penalty zone finally paying a great price. But Yummy, the low HP left, causing terrified. Penalty zone retreats over by Izanami. Blazing duet comes in. Forcefully secures Yummy as well as Ray, forcing out the brilliance. Minoan's Fury knocks out 4 members at once. And now, Borzi once again pays a life, but Stormski instead says goodbye as he takes down Ka.
I mean, there you go. That's the engagement. You have to look for these openings. Kesu on this mentor has to go for the counter engagement, which they were able to do. That's what you want. They were able to get pickups, but RSG with this lead, and here he goes on to it. Stormzy just not bringing it, pops the brilliance, and Ray will be able to get out into its safety.
Yep, exactly. As we have it very early on, they need something that they can contest for objectives, not snowballing jungles. Lunox, she hasn't really went much online. Look at it, she's still level 10, but the damage is just insufficient to deny the actions by dealing huge amount of damage against RSG and Y. So they need to be extra patient, but what gives? RSG and Y says no to patience. They're gonna just end this once and for all.
Yeah, RSG, especially with Lolios on the helm, he's not going to give any space to DEWA, and Yummy on the Terzla is not going to be able to do too much, but I do want to see more of this sort of counter engagement setups coming out from DEWA. They have it. They have to layer it. They have to know when RSG, in terms of their cooldowns, and they need to know how to answer back, because there is signs of life in DEWA, but RSG, as of right now, are just the cleaner team.
They are just being cleaners. They're trying to do every single cleaner's job. They're not paid, but they're paid to get here to clean up the job. Yummy once again being pressured once again. Ray uses out the force and uses the ultimate just to clear the objectives, but now Violent Equip sends out Yummy as he faces outline again. Oh man.
My soul hurts. I play a lot of Trizla. My soul hurts for Yummy. I'm so sorry for him. As RSG secures the Lord, again, they just get one single pick off. It's a 4v5 situation for DEWA. They cannot contest. Lolio's just jumping right in, just zoning, going for Ray. Brilliance has already been popped, but he just has enough sustain to survive. And that's the amount of disrespect Lolio has towards Ray, their jungler.
Yeah, this is just too daredevil. What a daredevil from this team. And now they're going for more Stormski. Oh my goodness, they were just being going all in. Yummy. Penalty zone comes in. Minoris for evasive action. Lolius with a purify. And now Borzi's just jumping the bravest fighter, showing his fighting spirit, but over he pays his life over to his extension. But Lolius tried to do some job over to DEWA, but now they chose to retreat. And here is where DEWA United starts to make a draw.
They were able to force out a good amount of spells, as well as the most important thing for Lolio, his Purify, like making sure he's not gonna get caught out by that Minuan Fury. But what we can see now, honestly, Ditto, as much as we joke about Nana, has a pretty good score, 301 on this Nana pick. And in terms of itemization, still fairly healthy. And you can see how Bornzy was just punished for diving too far back.
Exactly. So I think that's what the rotation coming in from a Lapu player. He doesn't need much damage. He just need to be there as a front line and forcing them to zone out, to be flexing out their own skills. And speaking of which, Tomsky once again, and the blazing duet as well from Lowlands from backline instead. They cannot do any damage, but still Brilliance paying his over Windows Fury. Denies the action as well, Kensu. Below HP, Born Z takes it down as well, paying the price with Yami dragging alongside. But 10-6, RSG and Y are still on the lead.
All of that, from just that bloody fight going on, they only lose their EXP lanes respectively, while both sides just taking a fair bit of damage. But we have to talk about the milestone. Everyone, thank you so much for joining the stream. Just take note that we have all of these awards in form of diamonds up for grabs as long as we're able to hit our concurrent view milestone.
So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like and share the live stream to your friends, your family who are a fan of Mobile Legends Magman to come into the live stream platforms and watch us along in this live, and you'll be able to win the prize as well with the diamonds if you're looking for diamonds. And like me, I'm just
not
a guy
looking for diamonds? I'm looking for diamonds. Yes.
All right. So now,
as much as we say yes, we're looking for diamonds, but DEWA is looking for a point of entry to try to contest for this Lord. And RSG, they need to start respecting the damage coming out from DEWA. I mean, there have been times where they really just went too hard, they dived too deep, and they are also just kind of throwing bodies in the process.
Exactly. Now we've been quite worried that for DEWA United's rods, they have the two mages that successfully enters into the late game phase with the two mages, Nana and Lunas has taken even more damage. So RSG really need to be extra careful. They cannot make a little bit inch ahead, or else they're gonna pay the game. But now with the enhanced load over here, they are trying to end this game once and for all.
Basically, all the cards are right. All the waves are, except for top side. Yes, there we go. Everything, all the waves are pushing. They have the lore on their side, but they cannot overcommit. As mentioned, they do have the tools, but they have to be extremely careful. The lore is going to crash right in towards the inhibitor. That should fall eventually with the respective waves. But overall, great defense from DEWA. They do not lose too much from it.
Alright, so now Brilliance has his fan down as well. Stormski on point, but the Total Palm Mary was just gonna take down Ray has taken down Stormski now. Lawless plays into a spent. Kesu cannot do any shit, but the 1-2 inhibitors is down by sacrificing Stormski. What a play from RSG.
Yep, do you just sacrifice your roam for 2 inhibitors? I would say that is absolutely worth and great disengagement from the start RSG. But it looks like DEWA, they're forcing the issue. They are the ones looking to engage now. Bornzi, he has to get out. Torn apart memory, as well as Ray, will finish the job. And now 2 members from the start RSG are down, but the waves are pushing in towards their base and they need to back this off. They cannot lose any more structures. But DEWA, as we approach the 15-minute mark, they would have their items, they would have their power spikes. This is a game of chess between these 2 teams, and who will come out on top? Let's find out.
A game of chess, and we have witnessed Lunox is online. How tanky Borzi is, she's gonna met you down. So RSG, they need to really respect with the late game. Lunox, she's online now. You have to be really careful. And DEWA is coming to you with a gigantic Ray with a Lunox on the play. So this time round, DEWA, they're more confident. They have been able to withstand the game to this long. They can make this comeback potentially. So now, as one of the usual things, Storm will need to check in the positions for the rest of DEWA players and force them to make a mistake.
I noticed that Loleo has the fact that Claude has to pick up Athena's shield. This is the amount of respect that, because Athena basically Wind of Nature will not save you from the brilliance, from the damage, from the Nana whatsoever. So going for the safer route, Loleo needs to give respect because RSG's late game rides on his shoulders. He needs to stay alive as long as possible in these team fights.
Alright, there he goes. Lolius almost gets to trying to initiate something quite unusual, but he chose to back away. Safety is important. He needs to back away as well. But DEWA, all in, trying to potentially contest for this lord against Venogo. I'm not really that sure, but it seems that they're on position. Venogo is trying to sense the incoming 5 members from DEWA United Rots as they are now set on to defensive position against DEWA.
No, this is really difficult. You can see the Claude. He's looking for a bit of a backdoor situation. They have to send the Brody back. DEWA cannot contest for the Lord. It falls in the hands of Venogo once again. Objectives secure. At this point in the game, DEWA, all they can do is just wait for the waves to come crashing. They have 1 inhibitor is going to fall, while Lolios just takes away their jungle. I do think they have the good amount of wave clear. They can defend, but man, what do they have to do? Because RSG, they just have everything right in this situation.
Alright, so I think DEWA United East Red Rods, they're praying, they're desperately hoping that RSG, they need to force out Bornzi. Although he has the immortality right now, he needs to force out 2 frontliners to overextend, and they need to be disengaged the team fight, and then Ray, Deep Doom, and Ka will be doing the damage. But speaking of which, the Evolved Lord is coming as now RG knocks the door over to DEWA United. Veteran fracture, killing spree over to Venogo. Goldus takes down the last remaining turrets down, as now Venogo's blazing flame from Lolius, as well as for RSG. Clean sweeps DEWA United Rods and secures the win for this Malaysian team.
Things were looking a bit dicey right there, not going to lie, but GG, well played.